Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we are going to give you your special holiday offer year ahead tarot card reading. So um, it's going to be a 7 card spread, and each card's going to represent um, a concept. So things that you've gone through in your past, but also like challenges, guidance, things that's going to help you for this next year, okay, for 2018. So the tarot deck that I'm using with you today is Golden Tarot. It's a very beautiful deck, kind of like a medieval feel to it. So let's begin. I'm going to do a quick little prayer. It's my way of tuning into your energy and keeping away anything negative out of the reading. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of this person I am focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask that the information comes through from God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's pierced intention, God's white light. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to any guidance from any spirits. Anything of negative vibration is not welcome. Thank you. All right. Just shuffling a little bit here. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more card. There we go. So now we're going to take out the rest of the cards out and start your reading. All right, so we have 7 cards here, so we're going to begin unraveling. Very beautiful cards here. All right, so let's begin. All right. Okay, so your first card, which is right over here, which is the 6 of coins, okay? I'm going to go really quickly here to... All right, the 6 of cards, I'm sorry, I'm just going to look for that, your name really quickly so I could tune into your name again. All right, so I got your name. I was looking for your name again so I could tune into your name and be able to tune into it correctly and receive the information. So the first card I have here, which is 6 of coins, this represents lessons from your previous year, okay? So this card is a card that represents finances, money, okay? It seems, it represents establishment, and it represents the concept that money is getting better, or money is getting to a point where it's leading to improve. Okay, so this past year that's passed, if anything, if it didn't happen during the whole year itself, it just means that towards this ending of the year, towards the end of this year, which entering the new 2018, you're going to be well established, money's going to be better, especially like family wise, or just like internally, like on a whole spectrum, okay? But it just shows money and establishment and money getting better. So money improving with work, or just money that's coming in. So that's a great positive card. Um, I think that's exciting, knowing that money's going to improve and money's going to get better, especially the end of this year and coming next year. Okay, so this is more of just, I do feel like this whole year itself that's passing, money was a very focused topic, if anything, too. But it's definitely going to be improving, so that's a plus. All right. So your next card, which is number 2, which is right over here, this focuses on what you can expect in the next year. All right, so this is the Ace of Coins. Wow, there's a lot of money things going on here. Okay, so in the next coming year, it's focusing on there's going to be a new opportunity. All right, money-wise, going to happen for you. Don't know if it's because you have a business or you work, uh, in a career that involves a lot of opportunities, but there's definitely a manifestation of money and a good positive opportunity. So be aware of this money opportunity coming up this new year in 2018, focusing on a new opportunity with money. So in your career or a job or business that you have or business that you deal with or whatever it is. But I see money getting better, and that there's gonna be a new opportunity with money. And that definitely makes sense with the whole establishment card that I'm talking about. That this previous year, if anything, money was getting better and money's getting to that point of improving, or money's been better, okay? And then now you have this card opening up for you for 2018, saying there's going to be a new opportunity with money, and take that opportunity. Don't miss out on it. It's a positive thing, all right? A new opportunity coming your way. I'm expecting business-wise, money-wise, job-wise, so keep that in mind, all right? All right, so your third card that I'm looking for now is right over here, and this is focused on obstacles, a challenge you'll take this year. A challenge you'll take this year, a challenge you'll deal with this year, okay? So for the next new year, for 2018, there is going to be a challenge where you're going to have to make a decision. There's something with decision making, making an important decision. And it's a kind of thing where it's hard for you to make that decision, so you're going to probably avoid it, not procrastinate about it, stall with this choice, this decision making. It's like you're tied between two choices and you need to make that decision. But it just shows me here that you're going to be like avoiding it for a while. All right. Um, Spirit's saying not to avoid it, but everybody goes at their own pace, so it's okay if you do avoid it, but it's not going to be good for you emotionally in the end. So there's a decision that's going to have to be made, an important decision in 2018 that I see that you're going to probably avoid and not want to deal with and not think about for a long time. But you're going to have to eventually make that decision and come to terms on what you're going to decide, what choice you're going to make. All right. So it's going to be very hard for you. This is going to be a challenge for you to deal with in 2018. This decision making tie between two choices and not knowing what to pick and not wanting to deal with it and not wanting to confront it during that time. All right. So we're going to go on to your next card, which is number 4, and number 4 is right over here. All right, and number 4 is navigation. I'm sorry, no, it's advice. All right, I got confused with this one. Number 4 is no, this is actually strength, because this is advice. Okay, so this is strength, and this is focused on what will help you in the next coming year, what you can harness on that's going to help you with your strengths. It's going to help you be stronger this coming year. All right. So this is interesting. You got the Devil's card, which the Devil's card is not always bad. It's a good thing. Sometimes it just represents we have to deal with our shadow side. So dealing with temptation, dealing with negative people, dealing with you know, just negative thinking, anxiety, worries, your fears. So this card is just saying, what can help make you stronger this year is dealing with that, confronting it, not avoiding it. Okay, so confronting your fears, confronting the negative people, confronting the negative thinking, confronting your shadow sides. The sides that you don't want to deal with. The sides that are your low self-esteem or whatever it is, okay? I also feel like this card is connected to people, if anything, too, like negative people, people that are negative around you, learning to confront the fact that you don't want to deal with them because they drain your energy. But this also focuses on a form of temptation to just dealing with that negative energy, okay? So it's just saying this will help you become stronger if you confront it. The fact that it's reversed, it just means it's hard for you to accept, to deal with that. It's hard for you to confront it. It's hard for you to deal with those things, okay? So if you confront it and you find ways to cope with it, you find ways to deal with it, it will make you stronger for this new year, for the 2018 year. I do see a lot, like based upon that card and this card, it seems like there is a tendency of avoiding things or not confronting things as much because you don't want to think about it, or it's too emotional, or it's hard to deal with. So I feel like it's a tip from your guides as well that like sometimes you can't like avoid things. Sometimes you have to deal with it, even if it's really hard. Actually, the more you resist, the more it persists. So if you deal with it, it will actually at some point be a release for you, because then you're just holding it in and you're just layering up on it, and that's not good emotionally and health wise for you, hon. Okay, so we're gonna go on to your next card, which is number 5, and number 5 is right over here. Okay, number 5 is advice, so I got confused. So number 5 is advice, which is focused on lessons you learned last year. Okay, lessons you learned last year. Okay, so this card is interesting as I look at it. So 4 of Cups. The cups mean something emotional, obviously. So something you learned last year. This card represents boredom. All right, this card represents boredom, or being alone, or just getting bored, or getting bored of the same old, the same old thing, or just dealing with just getting, like feeling like there's really nothing happening or whatever it is, okay? So a lesson that was learned this past year is the concept of dealing with um, boredom, or dealing with uh, not feeling satisfied enough, feeling like nothing's really happening, or just the concept of feeling unfulfilled in many ways. Okay, so this is a huge lesson that you dealt with last year, with this year that's passing, and that this is something I feel like will change this coming year. Um, this is kind of like I said, like if anything, your shadow sides, and these are different sides to your personality or your being that um, can hold you back from moving forward, can hold you back from being happy, can hold you back from being fulfilled, like I said. So this is just a lesson. This is something that you've experienced. This is something that you do deal with. But your guides are saying that, like, if you find ways to just moment to moment, little by little, find things that make you happy, even if it's the smallest things, that boredom or that unfulfilledness or that emptiness will eventually get full, or start becoming full. So it's a kind of thing where you have to have patience. You have to have patience with life and the process of it. All right, but they're there for you. You're not alone. It's not like nothing's happening because they're not around you. They are there for you, and they do hear your prayers. They do feel your energy, to the point of knowing that there's some lack of unfulfillment going on. All right? Alright, so we're going to go on to your next question, not question, sorry. It's like a repetitive thing because I do a lot of readings and I talk about I go over questions. So we're going to go to number 6, which is navigation, okay? So number 6 is right over here, and number 6 focuses on guidance for the new year. Alright, guidance for the year ahead. Alright, so this is a powerful card. It's 9 of Wands, okay? So obviously, since this card came through, it means this new year, there are going to be some challenges. There are going to be some hard struggles, but you can get through them, they're saying to me, okay? It's also saying that you need to pat yourself on the back too, because you've gone through a lot itself, and that's molded you to be able to face any challenge or any struggle that comes your way. All right. So this is the kind of thing that you have to believe in, that strength you have, that strength of that you could get through any struggle, you could get through any challenge. Okay. I feel like it's hard for you to deal with the struggles and challenges emotionally. I feel like it's very hard for you. So they're just saying you can get through these struggles or challenges that come up this new year. Okay, you can get through it, but also at the same time pat yourself on the back because you've come a long way, um, and in the end it's just going to be a positive outcome. All right, so just keep in mind these challenges are going to be coming in the new year. I don't feel like it's going to be really bad. I just feel like it's going to be very emotional on you, and it's hard for you to deal with emotions. I'm sensing as I'm tuning into your cards. Okay, so it's a kind of thing um, you gotta push yourself through it, and all will be okay, hun. All right. So we're gonna go on to your last card, which is the overall theme for the next year. Okay. The new year of 2018, which is interesting because it's like I'm noticing as I look at your cards, there's just a lot of avoidance. There's a lot of not confronting or dealing with the truth of things, or just I don't know if it's in denial or just not wanting to deal with the truth of what's really going on. So this next card, which is the theme of 2018, it's the Eight of Swords. It just represents feeling trapped within oneself, feeling like there's no way out, feeling like you have no options in life, or feeling like there's no more choices and there's no more options. You're just stuck, and that's the way it is. Okay. So for this new 2018, that feeling itself, it's going to change. The fact that it's reversed, you're no longer going to feel like that. So you're going to come to terms, this 2018, you're going to come to terms where you're going to realize, hey, I'm not trapped. Hey, I do have options. Hey, I'm not trapped. I'm not stuck. I have power over my life. I have options. I have different choices. I have free will. This is my life. I can do whatever I want, I'm not stuck. So this is all like definitely as I'm picking up, this probably makes sense with the decision making, if anything, feeling like you're stuck and you can't make this decision. But I definitely feel like it's gonna, you're not gonna feel like that at some point. You're gonna eventually realize that you're not trapped. And it makes sense with there's gonna be decision making where you're gonna feel trapped and all these things, but for the next year. But it's a kind of thing where um, you're gonna come to terms of realization with this, and you're gonna eventually confront your shadow sides. You're gonna confront your fears. You're gonna confront all that. Um, in the end, when a person avoids things or doesn't want to deal with things, it's because they don't want to deal with the truth because it scares them. So in the end, this whole thing with 2018 for you is you got to choose love over fear. You can't be scared of things anymore, hun. I feel like there's this fear, a strong fear, and I don't want you to be scared anymore. Like all will be okay. Like once you make that decision, once um, everything's resolved, um, and you'll feel like a sense of relief. I'm telling you, once you start really living in your truth and uh, uh, confronting the truth and confronting the rawness of what's really going on, or what's really going on within yourself. So I feel like it's going to be a very transformative year for you. Money wise, you're going to be good, new opportunity, establishment. It's just now an emotional thing for you, which, somebody could have money, somebody could be happy with money, and it all could be well, but emotionally, they could be struggling inside or suffering. So this is the kind of thing where it's saying, you no longer need to suffer. Once you choose love over fear, that suffering will eventually disintegrate and fade. So that's what I'm picking up for the new 2018 for you. I send you lots of love and beautiful energy your way. All will be well. All will get better. All will be okay. Um, it was a pleasure giving you this beautiful special holiday offer. If you ever need me for any guidance, you can reach out to me again. I do give private services. I send you lots of love from the heavens above. Happy holidays, and thank you for reaching out. It was a pleasure. Many blessings. Bye now.